All right, here we are at 3200, what was it, Orange Grove Trail. Anyway, out here in Orange Tree, it's non-gated. HOAs are super, super cheap. I don't have in front of me what they are, but it's minimal. So you're saving a ton of money in HOA dues compared to Tuscany Cove. So that's a big plus. I don't know what this big giant mound is right here. Maybe there was a big tree that got removed. That would be my guess. There should be on well and septic here. You know, sometimes there's a mound like that in Golden Gate Estates when there's a septic system, but I'm 99% sure there isn't here. It's a quiet little spot right here. Some nice homes around. That guy just pulled out of his driveway, seemed like a nice guy, gave me a nice wave. Big yards, you got good space between the neighbors. Let me just go over here real quick. I'm hobbling around. They finally gave me a boot for my foot, so I'm walking around with a friggin' shoe boot. That AC is old. She did tell me that, so that, you know, probably will have to be replaced in a couple years. The roof is new after Irma, 3 years old. However, it was not permitted. You know, here in Collier County, that happens all the time. It's honestly not that big of a deal until you go to sell, you know, and somebody goes, well, what do I do about that? And, you know, they have a verification of age. They had a roofer come out and check it. She says that is approved by the insurance companies. At least Citizens will take it as far as, you know, the age of the roof. So, you know, something to do a little more research on. You can see the space between the neighbors. Somebody at one time built a sidewalk between these two driveways. It must have been, you know, super friendly at one point. You know, that is really odd because you have a little driveway or a little walkway that runs between the two houses. And they got a little, you know, little miniature walkway right there that runs over there to hide the garbage cans. So cool. It's got a big driveway. Let me show you that. And you're gonna need it, okay? So it holds a lot of cars. Big driveway. You're gonna need it because they enclose the garage, okay? So that is one mystery about this house that I did not recognize on paper, all right? Real nice laminate floors throughout this main living area. To be perfectly honest, there's just a lot of cosmetic stuff with this house. A lot of it's small stuff, but you know, there is a good bit of cosmetic work that needs to be done in this house, right? You know, start with the fans, you know, just small little shitty fans. The whole thing needs to be repainted, in my opinion. It was done, you know, a half-assed job. They got chair rail in here, which is nice. They got the two-tone. These are the French doors, glass doors leading into what used to be the garage, right? So this is a big bedroom. You could definitely fit 2 kids in here. But you do have a mechanical in here, right? And you have the washer dryer. So whoever's bedroom this is will kind of have to deal with some of that noise and a little bit of the, you know, people coming in and out of the room a bunch. Again, not a huge deal, but spot in the ceiling that got fixed. They must have had a fan or something there that they just, you know, half-assed over. You could put a closet there in that little spot. That's probably where the hot water heater was at one point. And then there is this little storage part left in the garage, right? So that's good. I mean, you got, the storage is at a premium, so you do have a little storage area here. You know, you could turn this into a closet or something like that if you wanted to. That's up to you. But anyway, this is a big room, right? It's basically more than half of the garage, so it's got a lot of length to it. You fit 2 kids in here, maybe you have to replace the glass doors, you know, so it's more private. Anyway, let's go through here. Main living area, high vaulted ceilings, which is nice. There's a lot of light in here. I hadn't really turned a lot of lights on, and it's still plenty bright. The laminate changes, you know, this one that I'm on, the main living's newer. This is kind of the older stuff. Still functions. This is actually a pretty nice master. They got another little spot in the roof in the ceiling that they painted over. House has been lived in, you know, it really has. So you can tell it really does need some TLC. That closet runs all the way down that way, okay? And there's a big closet here that they need, you know, you'd add some racks. This is the old vanity here. It's me with my fancy boot. This is nice, okay? They redid the whole master bath, vanity here. You know, they put in crap lights, but no big deal. And all new tiles, you know, seamless glass shower door. So this part's good. You know, if that hadn't been done, that could be a problem in my opinion, but it's good size room, good size closet. So the master's nice. They got gloss paint. I just don't understand that at all. Formal dining here, and you'd need it here because there is no real eat-in kitchen. And you could put a table here, but I'd block that slider. You can tell that they painted these cabinets. You can tell, see the paint job there. And then when you go on the inside of them, you can see the bleed through. This was the old color, right? And they just didn't paint the back inside. Again, not a big deal if it's just a carryover home for a couple years. This is definitely stuff you can live with. They did nice backsplash all the way through there. It's got good space. This is total cheap Formica. Like you buy these at Home Depot in like big pieces and you cut them. So this is like, dude, this is super, like I can shape this, man. So good news is granite doesn't really cost a whole lot. I wouldn't necessarily want to over improve this house, but I think that might need to be done if you chose to move forward with this one is the granite. Stainless steel appliances, but they're, again, they've been used pretty hard, right? Good news is, like I said, lots of light. The setup of it's good. It flows around nicely, right? So this flows back through to this part of the house. That's open up through there. It's not closed off. The kitchen's a part of the rest of the house. There's tiles in there, which is good. Little storage closet here. This bathroom just has a cheapy vanity. You gotta replace the hardware at some point. Lights are the clown lights that could easily be upgraded. This has been redone, the tile work, but you can tell they've had to like recaulk right there, and they didn't choose an almond color. They went, bright white, which is fine, but it just looks, it looks silly with the way the rest of it looks. Like if you're gonna go bright white, like go bright white all the way up, right? So it matches everything. So again, a lot of cosmetic-y stuff. This is just that peel and stick stuff that you can put in here. You can see there's like a seam there, you can get a nicer, what do they call that, window film. A little patch hole in the door. I could make a laundry list of items that are all small stuff, really all handyman type stuff, but my guess is you're not gonna be the one doing a lot of this. Anyway. So the small little fence they have over there, I hadn't quite figured out why they have that there. They've got a concrete pad on that side, which is nice. The backyard and view exposure, space between the neighbors is fantastic, right? Like I haven't really seen that much in North Naples. Again, fans in here, paint job throughout, okay? Small closet. I do not like other people's carpet at all, so I always recommend to replace people's carpet. Blinds are pretty cheapy. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh, wait, we're gonna go outside. Sorry, I haven't done that yet. So it's a cool setup. I mean, the house works. If it really is about price, getting it down there, not low carrying costs because it's low HOA fees. I get it, man. I get that part of it, and it lives much more, private and nice, I would think. Stucco over there is kind of weird on that side. There's a seam, I don't know why that would be like that. I kind of have to look into that. It's a weird stucco piece over there. Big outdoor space for the most part. And look at the yard. You got green space back here for days. It's crazy. People actually have little paddle boats out there. It's pretty, So I get the whole idea of a little space between the neighbors. The drive out here didn't take too long. I think from, let's say, where did I start? I started from Sam's Club because I got gas, so Immokalee Airport. It took me 20 minutes to get out here. Traffic didn't seem too bad coming back in because obviously that's where the traffic pattern is heading back towards town at that time in the morning. You can always cut through on Wilson like we talked about, and then cut through on that back road that we took. Is that Tree Line? I guess it is. Tree Farm Road, or anyway, whatever that road was that we took that one day. We have a wood fence here. I'll get the wood fence. But anyway, it's cool to have. Full pad. That's it.